Our May Take 10 session is all about smart screenings with our annual employee health screenings coming up in July. So what is an employee health screening? It is a clinical screening that's done to measure certain physical characteristics, which we will go over later in the presentation. The goal of the screening is to give a snapshot of your health and alert you to any changes in your health status. But it is not a substitute for your regular physical examination by your healthcare provider. It is, however, a useful tool in talking to your provider about your overall health. They can go over your results with you and give more detail if needed. It provides an easy way for you to keep track of changes in your vital statistics from year to year, as you can compare your results each year. And employers use screenings to get a sense of an employee's health risks. They do not ever receive any specific employee health information, but rather an overview of the health risks for the employees in their company. So our specific employee health screenings are eligible to the employees that are enrolled in the medical insurance for the 2020-2021 school year. So basically, if you're enrolled currently, you are eligible to schedule an appointment. They are going to take place at Fireland South Campus in the Community Resource Room, as they had for the past few years. They take place Monday, July 12th, Tuesday, July 13th, Thursday, July 15th, Monday, July 19th, Tuesday, July 20th, and Thursday, July 24th. This is a little earlier than usual, just because Firelands had COVID vaccine clinics, and we had to work around those. There are 4 appointments every 15 minutes from 6:45 in the morning to 10:45. And you are welcome to see your family physician instead if you would rather do that. The deadline for completing the employee health screenings and the medical mutual health assessment has been extended to Friday, September 17th. So that's a little different than the information that I had sent out originally. How can you prepare for your screenings? So to get the most accurate results, you're going to want to fast for 10 to 12 hours. This means don't drink anything except water, black coffee, or tea the night before and the morning of your screening. Stay hydrated though. Being well hydrated can make it easier for us to draw your blood when you get there. A great thing to do is wake up and drink 1 to 2 glasses of water. That helps a lot. Dress comfortably. During the summer, we might not have to worry about long sleeves, but if you would like to wear a jacket, wear a light jacket that you can take off. Makes it easy for us to take your blood pressure and get your blood draw. And then take your medications as usual. What can you expect at your screening? Upon arrival, you will give your name to registration, and they'll give you a screening form to complete. And then once your form is complete, you will either have your blood drawn first or go to the station to have your other measurements taken, and then you will switch. Appointments usually take 10 to 15 minutes, but make sure that you give yourself enough time before and after your appointment so that you're not rushed to get to your next activity for your day. We do try to stay on schedule, but sometimes there are unforeseen circumstances. If someone has an abnormal result and has to be tested a few times, or if they are a hard blood draw, that put us a little bit behind. So what is measured at your screening? So the results that are available at your screening that day are your height, your weight, blood pressure, heart rate, BMI and body fat percentage, waist circumference, and not your glucose. That goes on the other side. Results that are available on the patient portal within 24 to 48 hours are your glucose, your lipid panel, which those are the 2 that you're going to need for the health assessment, and we'll discuss those in a little bit of detail here. And then the extra labs that we draw are your complete blood count, a comprehensive metabolic panel, thyroid stimulating hormone, and a prostate specific antigen if you are a male over 40 years old. So that just gives you a more complete picture of your health and allows your physician to have that picture as well. So let's go over some of your results and what they mean. So with your blood pressure, your healthy target is less than 120/80. Everyone knows blood pressure, but do you actually know kind of what it is? So it's the force of your blood pushing against the walls of your arteries in your body. If it's too high, your heart has to work a lot harder. And over time, high blood pressure can cause your heart to get larger or to become weaker. And then this can lead to heart failure. High blood pressure can also narrow your arteries, which does not allow your blood to flow properly to your heart and brain, which can cause you to have a heart attack or a stroke. Heart rate. So a healthy target for your heart rate is between 60 to 100 beats per minute, and this is a resting heart rate. And a resting heart rate at the low end of the spectrum may offer some protection against heart attacks. If you realize that your resting heart rate is consistently above 80 beats per minute, you might want to have a conversation with your doctor about your heart rate and other personal factors that may influence your risk for cardiovascular disease, which is heart disease. BMI and body fat. So for your BMI, we would like it to be less than 29.9. Your body fat depends on your age and your gender. And so those specific targets will be listed on your screening form. Your BMI is a weight and height calculation that can help determine if you're overweight or obese. So basically your height doesn't change a whole lot. So if your weight goes up, your BMI goes up. If your weight goes down, your BMI goes down. Excess body fat increases your risk for a wide range of health problems, which can include high blood pressure, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and sleep apnea, which is where you stop breathing while you sleep. BMI is not always an accurate way to determine whether you need to lose weight, though. Some exceptions include bodybuilders. So if you have a lot more muscle, you will weigh more, which puts your BMI higher, even though you don't have that excess body fat. Elderly and children, it also can be skewed a bit. Waist circumference. So males, we're looking at less than 40 inches and females less than 35 inches. If your values for your waist circumference are increased, then you are at an increased risk for obesity-related diseases. Type 2 diabetes, which is that high blood sugar, high blood pressure, coronary artery disease, which is where your arteries are filled with plaque, colorectal cancer, sleep apnea, and premature death from any cause. So we like to keep an eye on your waist circumference. Fasting blood glucose. So we're getting into your blood work here now. So we want your fasting blood glucose to be less than 100. Your body breaks down food into glucose, which is a type of sugar, and then your cells use that for energy when you're moving, just living in general. When this process goes wrong, glucose builds up in your blood. So you have extra sugar in your bloodstream, and then that is a sign of diabetes, which can harm every organ in your body, and it can also damage your nerves and blood vessels. So keeping an eye on your blood glucose is extremely important. Total cholesterol, we want to be less than 200. Cholesterol is the fatty substance that's in your body cells, in your blood. It does important things, such as makes vitamins and hormones. So we need cholesterol, but too much cholesterol can lead to that plaque buildup inside your blood vessels. And it's sticky, and it causes your arteries to harden and narrow, so your blood cannot flow as easily to your heart. Total cholesterol is your LDL, and HDL, and 20% of your triglyceride level. So it's actually composed of those other values in your lipid panel. LDL is your low density lipoprotein, and we want that to be less than 130. LDL, I'm sure you've heard, is called the bad cholesterol because it takes your cholesterol and it carries it to your tissues. So it stores it in your body. Most of the cholesterol in the blood is the LDL form, and the higher the level of your LDL cholesterol in the blood, the greater your risk is for heart disease. Your HDL, which is the high density lipoprotein, you want it to actually be high. So you want it to be more than 40. It is called the good cholesterol because instead of taking that cholesterol and storing it in your tissues in your body, it takes it and removes it from your tissues, takes it to the liver, which can then remove it from your body. A low level of HDL cholesterol increases your risk for heart disease. So you want that one to be high up there to get all that cholesterol out of your tissues. Triglycerides, less than 150. They are produced in the liver, and it's another type of fat that's found in the blood, and it's also found in food. High levels put you at a higher risk for heart disease, heart attack, or stroke. Extremely high levels can cause pancreatitis, which is inflammation in your pancreas that is pretty painful. And high levels can also be a sign of poorly controlled diabetes. So a lot of times if you have a high blood glucose, your triglycerides will also be high. Some positive lifestyle choices. So whether your numbers are great, perfect, exactly where you want them, or they aren't exactly where your goals are, these are some lifestyle choices that you can implement, and you can start implementing them now, and you can even see an effect on your screenings coming up just from implementing some of these choices here. So sleep's so important. Sufficient sleep is definitely recognized as an essential aspect of chronic disease prevention. So making sure that you don't get some of those diseases that we have talked about. Sleep needs vary from person to person, so your needs might differ from your spouses, your friends, your family, and they change as people age. So 7 to 9 hours per night is recommended for adults currently. So connection, social support, whether it's from a trusted group or just an individual, has been shown to reduce psychological and physiological consequences of stress. So helping that mental health there, and it may enhance your immune function as well. And everyone loves immunity. While it's unrealistic to think you'll never experience any disagreement with your friends, family, social support networks, spending time with them should make you feel accepted, peaceful, and energized, and not coerced or anxious. So make sure that you have your group of people that you have great times with, and really just fills your bucket up. Exercise. Aim for 30 minutes of moderate activity such as walking, jogging, swimming, biking, dancing 5 days a week. Start slow if you don't currently exercise, and listen to your body. So if you are in a little bit of pain, maybe do some extra stretching rather than extra running. Try to incorporate gentle stretching and balance exercises every day, and then some strength training 2 to 3 times per week. So this doesn't have to be anything like going to the gym and busting out tons of reps, but you can take light weights or even a water bottle with you on your walk and just move your arms. Put a few weight bands on your ankles if you're walking. That will help increase your muscle mass. Eat a heart-healthy diet. So fill your plate with plenty of fruits and vegetables first, and then lean proteins, those whole grains, and low-fat dairy products as well. If you are a smoker, quit smoking. It's not great for your health, as everyone probably knows. Limit alcohol. So if you drink alcohol, do so moderately. This is 1 drink for women each day or 2 for men. And then relax. So use relaxation or mindfulness techniques, breathing techniques, imagery, centering. There's tons of information out there on those. Lots of different apps you can use. If you use those throughout your day, it counteracts the effects of the long-term stress that everybody has. So if you have any questions at all regarding your screenings, please reach out to me. I would love to be a source of information for you and help you with any problems that you're having. Thanks.